welcome back to another video. We are going to crack on some more with the EK project today, and I need to show you where we're at because I've kind of done a few things since you last seen this. As you guys know, I'm not filming this every single day, so I'm from the past and the car, I've took some time out without filming just to kind of crack on and not bore you guys to death. So I want to give you a little rundown of what I've done. As you can see, I've took all the front wings off and I've been removing even more of the stuff from the inside the engine bay. I'm going to crack on with getting all of the surface rust off as best as I can with my grinder. Now, you'll see here I did a little test piece, if we can get that in focus, and this was literally just me stood here, no effort at all. I'll show you what I was using. I'm using the Einhell handheld cordless grinder. It's an absolutely lovely bit of kit with one of these sanding pads on. It seems to be working pretty good. I'm going to do the whole thing as best I can today. I also have some wire wheels and the Einhell gun as well, the Einhell drill as well to use. So that is what we're going to be using today to do that. Let me show you what I've done so far. As you'll see, I've got no windscreen anymore. Took that out. I've took the vast majority of the dash out too. I've managed to get 95% of the sound deadening out. This came out so easy on this car. Really happy with that. Right, so I'm just going to try and update you guys where I'm at. I am struggling to get this dash out. It's been about 2 hours now. I've undone every bolt I can see. I haven't got the head unit out because I haven't got the little ply thing, so I'm just going to get ram a screwdriver through it, or I'm going to end up taking the grinder to this dash. I want it out. It's really irritating. Oh my goodness me. So I just wanted to update you. I finally got the dash out. I am cut up, I'm bruised, I'm damaged, but I finally did it. That was so difficult, all because of one bolt that I didn't see. So that is so annoying, but it's out and it's done. So now I'm going to finish up tidying up this engine bay. You guys will catch up with me as soon as I've got everything out of the way. I wanted to get the dash out so it was easy to get to some of the other bolts I needed to get to. I wanted to do it initially to get to the bolt, and then I realised I probably don't need to. But then it becomes such a mission that it wouldn't come out that I had to do it. It was one of those. So yeah, next up is to get the rest of the wires and stuff out of the way and start grinding. Right, dudes. We're agreeing that this is the track car, yeah? Let's agree that right now between me and you, because we don't need heating and stuff, because I just got real ragey and I just ended up ripping it all out because I couldn't get to the bolt for the clutch slave cylinder, whatever it is, so I just ripped it all out, just in the process of throwing it all away. This has all taken so long to remove because of one bolt, but I'm learning, you know. So got to keep reminding myself. I get really hard on myself, but I've never ever done this on my own before. I've always had friends here that know what they're doing, so this is me getting stuck in, and I'm really excited to get my hands on with the rust and stuff. Really excited. Right, most of that's out. I need to undo a few more bits up here, like the wire and loom and stuff, so I can get this padding out, but I'm going to do that another day because I am so over doing that now. I'm going to make a start on all this rust stuff, but I don't know whether to just admit that I'm going to do it all in here and just jack it up now and take all the suspension stuff off, because it might be a bit easier to do that. What do you guys think? I think what I'll do anyway is just make a start on this front slam panel here. As you can see, I've made a little bit of a start now just to test the pad and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think it's going to come out okay. Right, last few bits have now been removed. I can now really get stuck into this, so I'm going to come back down probably Friday because it's bank holiday, and I'll carry it on. So it's not a goodbye, it's a see you shortly. What's up, guys? Welcome back. It's a new day, probably the same video, but I just wanted to show you guys and update you. So I've done some more pre-planning with the EK. I'm actually on the ball with this. So the other night I started stripping the metal back, and I realised that this was probably such a big job for me, because obviously you got to keep on top of this and obviously cover it up and prime it and everything like that, that I probably should get a professional to just sandblast the whole thing. So I've booked in for sandblasting. So yeah, let's do that. I found my tripod, so can now show you what I'm doing, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and get rid of some of the loom today. Nice. We've got beautiful weather. I'm putting this in just for the memories. But look at this, it's absolutely gorgeous. I'm in my shorts, so everything's good. So I'm gonna make sure I get to do that today and strip out the rest of the interior. And by that I just mean clear it all out, try and get the rest of the dash stuff out and that, and yeah, rock and roll. It's a good vibe. It's moving on way faster than I'd hoped and I thought. yeah, exciting times. I have now managed to get the engine loom all out, which is great, and also that huge, I don't even know what that was, like heat control, I don't know, heat padding or something, big heavy sheet of mess off there now too, so that's looking great. And to do the cutting, we're using the Einhell handheld wireless grinder. This is sick, this little thing. One thing I think I'm going to get rid of completely is the radiator brackets. One literally fell off because it was so rusty, look. And then the other one isn't far gone behind it. So I feel like I should just cut all of these brackets off, just completely. Because I found online you can buy K-swap ones that you can just weld in. And I think it'd be better to have new ones that I've welded in than these Duff things, because they're so crusty. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but I can pick them apart with my fingers. So I think I'm gonna cut these off. Probably, do you reckon I should take these off as well? Yeah. This is a big project. Had to put earplugs in, it's such a racket. But anyway, I've got the brackets off now, fairly smooth. I'm gonna tidy them up with a wire brush. God, that is painful doing that, but I don't know whether I should remove these. I'm not sure. You're a buddy. Hey, you good boy. You good boy, Finn. You are a good boy. You a good boy. Huh? You good boy, huh? You good boy, you good boy, yes you are. Right, sweet. Now, what I'm going to be doing is I am going to be cleaning out this engine bay again. I'm going to get the jet wash out, roll the car outside. The MX-5's back, I need to tidy that up for Mum. It's part of the deal, I was going to clean it, so I'll do that as well while I'm out there. But yeah, I'm going to try and degrease some of this as well. So clean it all up, bring it back in, well, clean it up, degrease it, bring it in, dry it off. And then take it off for sandblasting on Wednesday. Now I don't know whether I should go buy a spot weld drill bit so I can remove some of these brackets and stuff before. Like, I don't know whether I need these brackets or not. I should look into this really. Cool, I've just called my good friend Simon Buckland. He said don't cut that out, that is an engine mount. So we're just going to tidy this up. Obviously it's all getting sandblasted, so it should look lovely jubbly, but I'm going to do a little bit of tidying up as I can now. Just to make it a little bit easier for the gent that's going to be doing it for me. So that's pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. So while it's super lovely to work outside, I've decided to take like the protective side strips off the rear quarters, because then I can line up the new arches I've got. I haven't got the under seal bits just yet, but it means that I can start lining it up, working out where I'm going to cut, showing you guys, because I really want to make a start on cutting this car up, man. I don't know whether just to get stuck in now and then worry about the underneath bit of the seal eventually when the part arrives. I just don't want to delay this any longer, because the quicker we can get this done, the quicker we can actually go on like road trips and do some track days and stuff, which is what my end goal is, just so you all are aware. I really hope that this car allows me to go out and have some fun with my friends that all have track cars that they like. The Civic EG6 I have is perfect, but it's slow. This is going to be fast, so well, way faster than that anyway, and it's going to mean I can play with like the more race cars out of my friends and stuff instead of just the Mazda MX-5s. Okay, so I have removed a few more bits. I've removed the VIN plate from the top corner up there, and the bash bar's just down there. I cannot believe something like that's only held on with 2 bolts, but, well, 4 bolts, 2 on each side. gonna tidy up the rest of it now. I think it's looking pretty sweet. And then I'm gonna, yeah, I don't really know. And then I'm gonna line up the arches and stuff. It's just such a beautiful day outside. I kind of want to do it all out here, so that's what we're gonna do. Super nice thing about these Civics is to work on them, they're actually really easy. So inside here you've got one of the clips, I'm sure, somewhere there, and then you've got the rest of them just pointed out here. So they're super easy to do, and hopefully we don't break any. But you can see where the rust has come to, it's right to the edge of there. But that's good because it means we can save it just around there, and it means it shouldn't be that difficult to weld it back up. So now I just thought, because the weather's so beautiful, we'd do this out here. We're going to mock up the replacement panels. I'm going to draw around the outline of it so I know how much replacement metal we've got. I'm obviously not going to cut all of that out when we do it. Oh god. There we go. But I'm just going to do an outline, get it all lined up properly. That's the good one. And then these, I've been playing with Hondas for about, well, I'm 29 now, and I got my first one when I was 13. Just tinkering around with them, you know, like imagination and stuff like that as well. Just having it here in the field. Got very lucky growing up. I had a lot of fun. And I've never ever seen this replacement panel come up for sale ever. Like, this is like, I couldn't believe it when I got sent them on Facebook. The guy, Nick Bolingbroke from my body shop, basically sent me a message and he was like, look at what we found. This kid was selling these super cheap. They like replaced the whole seal panel down here. And that's like insane. I've never ever seen this before. You cut out above that and then still re-weld that in properly. But I don't want to. What I want to do is literally just work, because obviously I've got all of this metal here to play with from that panel. I'm just going to cut along this line here. Actually, I'll probably cut it above because that's all damaged there. Maybe I'll cut it to there. And we'll use most of that panel because of how bad that metal is. Yeah, but there we go. There are those panels. I'm now going to do the same on the other side. Result. I'm switching to the grinder with the flappy pad on the back because the wire wheel is so hard and it's just uncomfortable to use. I've hurt my shoulder again. If anybody's new to the channel, I have a consistent shoulder issue, so it's just giving me grief when I'm holding it like that, so I thought I'd grab this out. It's just a little bit easier. I'll hold with and push on it. So. I'm gonna put my face mask on because this is disgusting. In my hunt for good metal, we've finally got through all of the filler. And really, I feel like anything above this line here is going to be usable. There we are, making progress. I decided to get back on the old wire brush with the Iron Hill drill because I feel like the grinder was getting it too hot. And obviously I'm learning on the job here. I've never ever done this before, and I've only asked minimal questions for help through some of my friends, but I found another rust spot hiding up here, so I'm glad I found that because it means we can definitely cut round. I just don't really want to have to cut into these, so if I can just get to there when I cut, you know, just bam, you know, straight down there, and then keep it coming around like that. Must have just been rough paint because it actually is good metal there, so that's great. That's great news. So we can see where the rust is on here, and we'll be able to cut out and use a lot more of the original metal on this side, which is fantastic news. Now, I'm not really a betting man, but if I was, I'd guarantee that this has been filled over with just Bondo. This has been like filled over, just rust as well, so let's attack that first. Finn, I'm really gonna put you in the car just for this bit because I don't want you to get f***ed up. Come on, bud. Come on. Come on, bud. fucking... I'm hoping it was just some lad did it on his driveway and not a body shop that they paid to do it, because this is awful. Oh my god, it's just been packed with filler. I'm videoing this on my phone. Oh my god, ready? Oh my god! This is why no one trusts anyone that buys and sells Hondas. Oh my god! Just gotta let the batteries charge for the drill bit. So got this. It's degreaser. I got it from the Clacton and Colchester Car Panel Company. They seemed lovely. I bought some rags as well. It says to use eye protection and hand protection while you're doing this, so I've never done this before. I hope I do it correctly, obviously. But let's see how this goes. God, I'm nervous when I'm using stuff like this. When it's like, oh, it's so bad. Don't let anything go near anything. Right guys, I think I'm going to call it for this video. I've had a lot of fun messing around with the car and getting down to the arches and stuff, and just, you know, just enjoying it. It's therapeutic taking a car apart, not so much putting it back together, so that would be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you from here. The next time you see me, we're going to be cutting out those arches, because I think if I'm going to get the base sandblasted, I'm going to cut the arches out and see if they'll just, you know, do all the inner arches as well while we're there. Might as well start cutting in it. It's fun. So then I'm going to get on to Barney about the replacement parts I need, and we'll go from there. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys. Thank you once again to the sponsors. Super appreciate it. You guys are making this build happen. So from me, take it easy. Give me old dog. Give me old dog a follow on Instagram. He's got an Instagram account, as have I. Give us a follow if you're enjoying the build. Yeah, can't wait to actually be able to use this thing. See you later, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Peace.